I'm Todd Grisham, alongside Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Dimitri Bivol. Here's the man who took the boxing world by storm in 2022. He won the Fighter of the Year thanks in large part to his dominating win over Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? How did he absorb that hook? One of only 2 men to have beaten Canelo Alvarez. Can Bivol do it again?
Dimitri Bivol, what a fighter. What an emergence of a unit. Now this guy is the only guy to inflict that second loss on Canelo's illustrious career.
Swing and a miss with puller right there. And now Dimitri Bivol is dazed. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Bivol hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here. And there's the bell to start round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
How did he absorb that hook? Do you believe what what we are seeing. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How about Alvarez in that last round? Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Stay focused. On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Punch himself out, though. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four, five. And you continue.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. How about Alvarez in that last round? Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. There's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A perfect counter shot. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. His stamina is off the charts. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Left hook is blocked. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, here's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crust. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Blocks the right hook. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Now you start wondering. On to the 6th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter shot. Just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepare.
And there's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well done with that counter shot. Hold that thought. Oh, what a shot. Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Alvarez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
It's a great round. Relax. Just the same again.
The switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Here, and he'll start tying up. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Putting up the high guard to protect his face, but his body's open. Holding nothing back here in the round. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. So close, but so far a split decision loss. Man, that one has got to hurt, Johnny.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.